Okay, so we're going to make a game using this fantastic program. And what I've done is I've got mame running on the I'll show you what we've got here. The Amiga 500, and the Amiga 500 is running. Put up on the screen, it's easier. Let's see, it's running PyStorm. Where are we? Okay. So what we're going to do with this editor is, as you saw, I've got some graphics running here. If you press F4 in these old versions of MAME, you can actually bring up the character maps over here. So what I've done is gone back, and then even though it clears the screen, you can still capture it here. I'll zoom in a bit more. So yeah, the screen grab, sgrab, will show us that we've got a MAME screen. I'll just call it planes right now, so I know it's different from the other one. Hit enter and click on grab. Object not found, because we need to refresh the window, of course. What we'll do is run this again, so you can see now that we have got a MAME screen here. Give this a name. Yeah. Now grab it. You see it thought about it. If you click on view, you see it's grabbed this. Now this tile map's ready to go in, but what I do is I crop it. So I go to a paint program like Perfect Paint, and where's the load on this one? Keep forgetting it. Here. Secret. Load picture. So planes now. You see it's the right size. Oh look, I've still got the brush from before. But basically what I do is erase the whole screen. It should be. It's got to be a way of doing it properly. I hear a bit of sound happening. But yeah, you pretty much put it in the right top corner, line it up nicely. I'm just doing it. And then you can save it. And it's ready to import. I'll zoom out. So you see it's ready to import up here into REDPiLL. Now this is a really good tool that I've been playing around with. So this is the REDPiLL interface, and as you can see, I've been playing for a bit. But basically, the sprite sheet gets get imported. You can import multiple sheets, and that's the one we saw. And once we have a sheet imported, we can slice it up and give each. And these are 16 by 16. We'll give them an icon. So this is 0. So we'd open a new object. So add object here, and then we can move forward through our icons, which have come from that sprite sheet. You'll notice that these are all over the place. But so pow, this could be an object. So it's perfect like this. So we go, it's an object, is it static? Type, player, shot, item. It's an item. So you give it a name. We'll call it power. And then this is how you add, and there's help here all the time. You can click on question mark and it gives you information. It really is very complete. But we'll follow up on what makes things happen in this game is level. The level is where you can actually paint the level. At the moment here you can place some objects on the level. I've got 4 planes, and you can edit the level as well. And I've just imported the same. Instead of having you press Control and the arrow keys to navigate your map, or press spacebar, and you get to see your whole tile map there. So you can paint things in. Pretty much will be static. Will only move as the level moves. So you could have potentially things like planes, but at the moment we've not drawn anything. We've merely got it in there to get the right palette. So the next thing to do to get some kind of action on the screen, you can also create animations. So I've created some simple animations. Basically, the first animation is the plane turning right, and the second animation is the plane turning left. And then the third I've got here just the plane being idle. We can also drag it into the center here. So this is quite handy. You can set the offsets just with your mouse. So to make things happen, so actually I've drawn something on the level. I shouldn't lie. These things here are drawn on. So basically I've just selected an object. Now these actually have movement. But if can I select this object? Yeah, if I select this object, I need to actually click on edit the map. So editing the map, I select this object and I can paste this object. But this is sort of static. These actually have a function, and I'll show you. Always go back OK in the bottom corner to get back to the main menu. But objects, this is how you run the objects. So we're going to go back to an object that has something like this one here. If you click on triggers, first of all, is on screen, and I saw that's how they had it, and I set the speed. Y speed 1. 1 means it goes down, it adds. So this is being 0, so increases. -1 means goes up. So you'll notice here it says the next one is when it gets to 260. When it gets off the screen, just set it back to 0. The top. I've just done this for the time being. I'm not destroying it, I'm just recycling it. And that is for this object here. But this plane here, the one you control, is a player object. So again, we're inside the trigger function. So to get inside here, you always click on edit triggers. So once you're in here, you can then select the different objects. So I've got here, we'll call it a trigger menu. So we'll look at the different triggers. So first of all, it's going to be on screen when the level loads. Input fire. So we go in here and you go input. So under input camera, you go input fire. Player 1, and then yes, this little thing here. No, -2 is not right. I had the offsets wrong. This is definitely not, needs to be positive. You can see where the where the shot comes out of, you can see it's there, that little box. Maybe -1 might be better. You've also got to hit enter every time you enter a box. You have to hit enter, then you're stuck there forever. Okay, looks pretty center. That's where the shot's going to come out of. So basically, we're going to say, create the shot, and that's another condition. When the fire button's pressed, then you've got the other conditions. Input down, set speed 2. So that means it goes down the screen. Set Y speed. Draws something here, must mean something. Up, draws Y. And you see here's a bit more complicated because we're drawing an animation. But we've got, you know, it's all here. So now we'll go X speed, left, X speed. This way it's negative. And the last condition I think is right, and it's going to be positive, and it's going to play the animation. And then we also have it, when we release it, we're going to play the static animation. So the beauty about this is you press F5 and it's supposed to load. It may have crashed. Yes. Okay, so that crashed on us. Possibly because I had stupidly had the emulator running in the background still. So I'm going to let it off with that probably being the cause. So 2025 I think is what we're up to. So let's load it. Okay, so that's what we're showing off. Okay, so we're showing off this. So it's the final reveal of the game. So we saw that we have the sprite sheet in here. Oh, I know what's going on here. Oh, a second. I've loaded the wrong. Yeah, sorry, I just loaded the wrong copy of the program. So here, as you can see, we've got 2 sprite sheets loaded, and yeah, that's what happens here. I think it's a different palette, but we'll see. Levels, edit, tile set. So you can choose the tile set here. That's for this bit here. Oh no, because it's sprites. Okay, let's not worry about that. Getting ahead of myself. But let's just have a go at the game. So there you go. And we have our plane. It can move in all directions. There's no collisions. But and also we've got the shot. So there's the shot. It's coming out the wrong spot, but I guess it's a good place to stop it. But yeah, it's cool. Press escape. You get back into the program, gives you some information of what happened, and of course you can always build it and make it into a game. It's got like high score at the top. You've got, you know, all the stuff, so you can set a little high score thing. It's a lot of stuff you can do with it. You can see it plays pretty smooth. All right, enjoy. And you can do it all from inside the Amiga, which is great, using the multitasking and the emulators, I guess, to grab your sprite sheets if that's what you want to do.